All right. Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. It's Tuesday night. This is our throughput night, so getting ourselves back into Satisfactory. We've got stuff to build, things to do. Bit Viper's joining us tonight. Tundra will not be joining us tonight. He just shot me a message just earlier letting me know that he was feeling pretty exhausted, so he wasn't going to be able to join tonight. So I'll be hanging out with Bit Viper this evening. Hey, Korak, how you doing? Yeah, things are okay. We had the insurance inspector out here today to check out the house and check out a few things, and yeah, we definitely found a few concerns with foundation and a few other things. So yeah, got a lot going on. But without any further ado, let me get Bit Viper down here in voice with me. There we go. What's going on, Bit Viper? How you doing, bud?
I'm alive, maybe. My computer is a different story. I am in the process of preparing to reboot because my frame rate is about 3.
Oh. That's not good.
Yeah, it's a little hard to play that way.
Alright.
But yes, it's been flying all day until now.
Of course.
Kind of like your bandwidth.
What? Oh, no, my bandwidth's still okay.
For now.
You made me panic there for a second. Hey, you know, I've had it where bandwidth tanks within the first 5 minutes of the stream. You know.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so it looks like you got a drone that's delivering fuel elsewhere?
Drone is delivering fuel from over where it's being made to the factory I built last week.
Okay.
The other drone stations are set up there at that factory, but the other ends are not connected. Actually, the silica is all set up and working. The other two, the computer and the heavy frames,
Okay.
are not.
I gotcha.
As far as I know, Tundra is working on those.
Let's see.
I know he has the computers partway done. I went and tracked that factory down. I don't know what he has done or is doing for the frames.
All right. And I apologize for my delay, chat. Whoa. I am hearing myself over you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was very much hearing myself there for a second. Not now. It seems to be okay now. But what I was saying, chat, was I apologize for the delay on the start of the stream. A buddy of mine that I hadn't talked to in almost a year had reached out to me. And then after talking with him, found out that he wants to join in on the tabletop game. So he and his girlfriend will be new characters in our tabletop game for Thursday nights. And I believe they're planning on trying to join both games. So I'm excited about that. Al is doing something over here. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was I was doing over here. Pretty certain I was going to be making plastic and rubber, which means that I was going to make fuel, and then I was going to make residual rubber. So heavy oil residue. We'll use that to make fuel. And the fuel is going to be used. Oh, we'll be using. Do I really want to do that? It's not really worth it. Super Tiny King, what's going on, buddy? Speaking of the person that's going to be joining us in our tabletop game, there he is there in chat, Mr. Super Tiny King. oh, great. Yeah, which means the cat's going to have to keep rescuing you. Team Rocket. Nice Pokemon reference there. Okay, so we are building. I almost want to build a blueprint designer, but all right, we put the refinery down. We were doing that math. Oh, we need to go on a slug hunt. That's what we need to do. Crap.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute, hopefully.
Unless we've got any power shards. No, we have none in there. No coupons. Oh, because I've got a whole bunch of coupons in my pocket. All right, let's take a trip back to the main base for a second. Got our train network going. Take ourselves a little trip back up to the hub. Yes, Tiny, I don't know if you've ever seen this game or not, but there is nothing built on this map at all. So everything that you see that looks like it's man-made was all built by us. I got you. Well, and you know, they just released 1.0, so they added in the storyline to all the stuff. The Mercer spheres and the summer sloops now actually have a purpose. You can, if you really want to, you can actually set yourself to having all the animals as passive. That way you're not constantly getting attacked. So here's my little pyramid that I built because I could. I wanted to build a pyramid. And the pyramid, the top pyramid is our central hub. With a boombox in it, so we have, you know, music in here. This should be the one that takes us back to our starting area. Ashes, what's going on, buddy? Let me get your command put in there, Ashes. Yep. Oh, and then we have our toy here. You'll see Bit Viper labeled it. Extreme danger, do not approach. Because once you go into that particular little tunnel, it's a very tiny loop. And you just pick up speed until your game crashes. Got another boombox out here with a different vibe going on. Yeah, we got nothing to research right now. So our entire goal is to actually get these pieces made. So part of what they've been doing and part of the storyline now that we've seen. So now that orbital station that you used to be able to barely see, This orbital station here gets built every time we complete a phase. And so it's supposed to be helping humanity, or so the AI says. I have my suspicions with the way that the alien artifacts and the AI has been talking to us, that it might not be for AI. But yeah, she likes to guilt trip you. We did one thing, I forget what it was, but she told you that if you didn't build these things, then that meant that you were against kittens and puppies and against humanity. Alright, we came out here. Check and see how we're doing on coupons. Okay, 43 coupons. We'll take those. And since I'm over here, and I've got a couple slugs on me, how many slugs do I have on me? Oh, only one of each. Okay. Well, let's change the recipe to the blue slug. Throw that in there. Right? Alright, and then change this recipe to the yellow slug. Alright, well that's 6 more power shards. That's still not going to be nearly enough for what we need. We need a lot of power shards. Otherwise our building is ridiculous. How are we on power? How's the power looking? Alright, good. This time around the power is actually staying steady when we logged in. Last time when we logged in we discovered that power was not doing well. Yeah, so I'll show you what we built. So myself and Tundra, we like to do the whole how many fuel reactors can we get out of a single node of oil? And we went a little nuts with it. But in order to cut down on the number of machines so that we didn't just tank our FPS altogether, we used 173 power shards to make the power work the way we wanted it to. And yes, we got hypertubes going all over the place because, you know, that's the only way to travel. And thank you, chat, for the 7 likes. You guys are amazing. So here's the coal plant. So that's where we're doing coal power. But then we decided to go really crazy. Oh wow, look at what he's built over here. That looks absolutely amazing. I love the way he's done the concrete and stuff for the train tracks. Makes it hard to see things with the hypertubes stacked on top of each other. But you can kind of see the train trellises they put in place. Those look really cool. And we had the hypertube run along the train tracks just because it made things easier. Okay, I see. You got the hypertube going over there to where we got that being run. Awesome. Very nice. Oh, I see you walled it up and added some windows to it. That looks cool. I like it. And here's another thing that BitViper was working on. He's got the Acme adaptive control units going on there. I haven't built anything in those areas yet because, well, they're full of poison. So I'm seeing you want Nobelisks automated. The easiest and smartest way for us to do that is going to be to get coal and sulfur brought over to one area. So this is where we've got our power going. This is our big power plant currently. So this power plant is what took us from having 3,000 megawatts of power to 52,000 megawatts of power. But all these blenders are being used to make turbo fuel. And they are feeding all of those fuel generators. So it's quite a bit that we got being fed there. And we've got it where it is barely making extra. So even after all this time, these fluid buffers still have not filled up because it is a minuscule amount that is the overage. When Thunder and I tried doing the math on it, we figured out that because it is on a dedicated server and it's running non-stop, that it would take a little over 6 months of real time for those fluid buffers to actually fill up. So yeah, what we'll need to do then, so I'm looking at the automations you've got going. What are those hypertubes? What is that? And this goes out to the small fuel plant. This is the most that we could get off of a single oil node with regular fuel. Oh, I see. This one actually gave walkways too. I love the fuel generators actually have the sound of like a big diesel engine. Yeah, and the one pure node wasn't quite enough, so I had to pull from that one to get just a little tiny trickle of what else we needed. Alright, I see BitViper and Voice over there in Discord, so let me, I need to finish walling that in so that it looks nice. Alright, we got BitViper back down in Voice now. So yeah, as you can see, we've got quite a bit built. Oh, we're getting the feedback again.
Are you actually getting feedback from me?
Yep. Yeah, I speak, and then I can hear myself over your, apparently either your headphones or speakers are bleeding over your mic. They aren't now. So whatever it is that you do that only takes like a second, apparently, fixes that problem.
Very interesting. I don't know what path it would be taking. especially if it only does it for a moment.
I'm assuming you click on something to make it stop or something. I don't know.
No. I don't do anything between the time you say it's doing it and when it doesn't.
Okay.
Interesting. I have to find somebody to play with that with to see what's going on.
So there's our Crystal Palace factory that he built. Oh no, I'm actually still getting it a little bit. When I speak in my when I speak in my normal volume, then I wind up getting the feedback on you.
Okay.
But it seems to be selective. It's like it does it for a second and then it stops. But like it's doing it right now. Okay, computers, all that's all set. All right, main hub.
Okay, if I can ask this question of chat, is chat also hearing that echo on the stream?
Yes, they will because it's coming across my desktop. They're picking up my desktop sounds. So whatever I'm hearing, they're hearing.
Okay.
We need slugs.
Okay, does that make any difference? And can you still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you. And check. No, I'm not hearing any feedback. So I'll let you know if I hear it again.
Interesting. If that's it, then I really do need to do some playing around. I switched mics. I don't know if you can tell or not.
No, this mic sounds just as good as the other one did. But one mic might actually have the noise canceling type stuff where it's it actually has that digitization to not pick up speakers.
No, what it looks like, if that fixes it, what's happening is that there's apparently a loopback within this headset. That was what this headset is hearing is also going back out the microphone.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Which is really
I'm still getting a little bit, but this time it's not as bad. Now it's I can hear it, but it's only tiny syllables and very muffled, so it's not nearly as bad as the other headset.
and my desk speakers are off, so you're not hearing it through that mic. And I haven't changed anything since last time.
Oh, that's right. I gotta bring all the oil up there.
Okay, this is my microphone. That's the only place you're coming in.
All right, so we're grabbing that oil, those 3 oils. That's normal. So a normal, 2 impures, a pure, and a normal. Okay, so that's 300.
That's why. This will fix it. Okay, you can still hear me?
Yes.
But I'll bet you don't hear yourself now.
Not currently. All right, production. We need a oil thing, oil extractor. No, that's 600 per minute.
It was a little bit, just not where I thought.
That's going to be a lot of oil. How many refineries do I need? Cat, you gotta get down. Stop that. Alright, plastic is the biggest demand. So, our basic plastic one is right here. Straight crude oil. So, 600 crude oil. 600 crude oil, 30 per minute. So, that's 5 refineries for that. 5 refineries. That'll give us 100 plastic per minute. With some heavy oil residue. Now, look at the rubber. Okay, I don't have the alternate recipe for the rubber, so. Same deal. Alright, so both of those are going to be 100 per minute. But we need another 600 oil coming up there. There's got to be. I thought I'd come up with a recipe with a setup that I was going to be doing. Yeah. Okay. So that's set. So, Bit Viper, I don't know if you've caught. Well, no, I saw you in chat yesterday. Was that Eden Crafters game? Maybe not. I thought I saw you in. I thought I saw you in chat.
I don't know. I've seen you in several of the plant building games in the last week.
Yeah, so you got Planet Crafter and then you got Eden Crafter. Well, those are the two. Eden Crafter, I'm finding. Planet Crafter, I enjoy quite a bit. Especially since I'm playing on a new planet, so I don't know where stuff is. But this Eden Crafter game, I am finding that I quite enjoy because it doesn't. And I've already seen it in comments and not just in my chat, but like on the forums and everything, where so many people are trying to compare Eden Crafter to Planet Crafter. That'd be like trying to compare Factorio to Satisfactory.
From what I saw, that would be fair, I think. Mostly.
Eden Crafter, has all this automation and stuff to do. You don't have that automation in Planet Crafter. And you do eventually be able to do some automation in it, but it's all with drones. You don't have to worry about belt speed or anything like that. You say, I want you all to go there, pick up stuff, and bring it here. They're delivery drones is what they are. Whereas with the whole Eden Crafter, that game definitely has some extra complications to it. And you got to actually concern yourself about belt speed and all that kind of stuff. At first, I thought that I wasn't going to have to worry about belt speed, but now I realized I do have to worry about belt speed. Some of their factory stuff definitely feels a bit on the clunky side, especially when I'm used to playing a game like Satisfactory. If I could do more foundation work, whatnot, to be able to build a more streamlined factory type setup, I think it'd be nice.
Now, which one is which? The one I'm thinking of is the one where you and Knucklehead were playing, and you were rearranging stuff, and with the living modules, tearing out the insides and putting bigger modules in.
That was Planet Crafter.
Okay. And then there was one where the part I remember is you were running around picking up little nodes of different materials from here and there and everywhere. Might
That
have been the same one.
that could have still been Planet Crafter.
Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of another one then. I know there was, but I can't
Okay.
picture it.
But because of the factory build stuff on it, that's the only reason I'm mentioning it to you. That game might be inside your wheelhouse.
From what I saw, no, but I'd really have to see more to
Well,
judge.
I'm talking about the one that actually have to put down foundries and everything, and you're putting up drills to run your material. You built your material into the foundry, and then the foundry goes into parts makers and all that kind of stuff. And then you're dumping that stuff. For me, I'm dumping it into a warehouse. Because the warehouse in that game works very similar to the dimensional depot here in Satisfactory.
And I recall you making a comment to that on the one stream that I was watching.
So, yeah, so if you remember me making that comment, then that was Eden Crafter.
Okay.
It definitely could use some help on its layout of things. But, all right, let's get some refineries laid up. And actually, since the trains are down there, let's do the refinery this way. It makes more sense to bring it in from the back.
Well, there's one here. Oh, doggone it. Still falling off of your edge again.
And not an extractor. I need the refinery. Oh, that's backwards. Refinery. Turn that around. All right.
Crap, I can't. Yeah, I can.
Four. And for now, we figured out we could do 5 of these. Hey, Frostbite. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. There we go. All right, that gets those 5. So we'll get this all making plastic. Alright, those are all set to make plastic now. We are going to have to go on a slug hunt because here's my thought, chat. What I'm thinking about doing is... No, I don't want the polymer resin. I want the stuff that's going to... Wait a minute. That's residual plastic. No, I want regular plastic. There we go. Alright, that'll make 50 plastic per minute, but that needs 75 crude oil per minute. So, 75 crude oil. Thankfully, we have a calculator in the game. 600 divided by 75. That gives us 8 refineries. Oh. Apparently, I don't know how to do math. 8 refineries, so that'll give us 200 plastic per minute. So we need 3 more refineries just for plastic. All right, you know what? One more. But I can honestly say I've really been enjoying the Eden Crafter game. So I definitely see myself playing more of that. Alright, so 8. So that's 24 power shards. So we've got to go slug hunting. Because there are no power shards left.
If you weren't where you are, I could point you to a few. How many do you need?
Power shards?
Yeah.
Well, you can just drop them in the dimensional depot and I can pull them out.
I don't know if I have them on me. Let me see. I have 30 on me.
Oh, nice. I also need to grab more, so I'll come out here and do the slug hunt.
There's 15 going into depot. Yeah, I want to keep some on me. But if you're back to the palace, there was at least 100 in a crate there near the door.
Alright, there's one over here. Ah. Oh, that one. You know what? Fine. I'll slap down a piece of foundation. You want to be like that? Okay, there's another power slug over this direction. Okay, another one in this general direction. Is it below me or above me?
Probably one of those.
Okay, I can confidently say that it's not above me. Oh, I found it. This. Oh, I see it. Alright, now it says there are no power slugs in this area. Oh. Hello, Agor. Oh, that is not even close enough. This way. There's no cave in there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I can hear it. It's up there. I hear it over here much louder. Aha. Oh no, there's still another one. See, I thought I heard another one. Oh, let me grab that while I'm over here. Oh, I see it. Nice. There it is. Aha. Somewhere over here. Wait, it says it's that way? Oh, that's going to take me on a wild goose chase, it looks like. Alright, let's take a look. How are we on slugs? We got 5 blues, 1 purple, 4 yellows. Hey, bad boy, appreciate it. Okay. Okay, so this is saying I'm standing on top of it. Or above it. There it is. Nice. Congrats, bad boy. Okay, that one's got to be underground. Alright, let's start making our way back to the base. We're going to convert these slugs. Hey, Dreadnought, what's going on? We're hunting power slugs. Because I need them for my factory. I'm sure there is. Oh, excuse me, chat. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Alright, now we're going to set this to the purple. And now we're going to set it to blue. Now, I'm going to take a quick moment, grab a smoke, chat. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday night. Yeah, I haven't decided what we're going to be doing for Wednesday night stream. We might do something for the spooky season, or we might go back to Eden Crafters, or we might do Ale and Tales since they added in the owls. I got lots of choices. So, Yeah, man. Oh, excuse me, chat. Sorry about that. It's been a fairly long day for me today. I got you, Frostbite. All right. That's guys with a few power shards now. Probably not as many as we need, but that gives us something to work with. Oh, I know, Dreadnought. It's a day that ends in Y. Yeah, I see you got your little to-do list there, Bit Viper. And automating nobelisks, you'll need oil. Whoa,
Yeah, I figured
wrong.
I'd need to build that somewhere over in the where all you guys have where you have all the oil stuff.
Yep, yeah, where I'm doing the plastic and everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right now I'm doing final touches stuff on these two factories over here.
so the primary thing that we need to be brought over there is going to be sulfur and coal. Which I think is best brought by drone.
Oh, we don't need them in high volumes, I don't
Exactly,
think.
exactly, and that's why I was saying best brought by drone. Because we don't need a whole lot of. We don't need a whole lot.
Yeah, we don't need a lot of nobelisks, but
But
they do come in handy.
what you need is smokeless powder, you know. And yeah,
Yep.
automating Nobles will help save us on coupons because right now I've been buying stacks of Nobles with the Awesome Shop.
Yep.
Um, I will
And
be.
I ran out of mine, so it's like, okay, we got to be able to make them without too much trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're not hard to make. It just takes time. I'll be right back, chat. Though I have got to hit the restroom. I'll give me just a moment.
What do you do if they say no?
Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, absolutely, Dreadnought. And I'm back. Okay. Why am I building that so high up? Oh, because landscape. That's right. Should I be doing this a different way? This is not a good place for you, Cat. Don't know what makes you think that this is appropriate.
It's a cat. It doesn't care.
Actually, let's do this. Alright, Cat, you're about to sit on my keyboard. That's not going to help me. And those are claws going into my thigh. No, go ahead. What's going on, buddy? Oh, that still didn't get set the way I wanted it to. No, I copy. Ow! Oh, pain. Go away, Cat. Go. Shoo. I thought that when I copy this, there we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be 8 times 25 heavy oil residue. That's 200. So the best thing for me to do the heavy oil residue is really just turn it straight into fuel. $200 per minute. Okay, we can put down one refinery, so we're just kind of line up here in the middle of all this for another refinery. About like that. Yep, that gives lots of space. Okay. This is going to make fuel. Alright, we're going to need 2 of them. In that case, we'll line them up with the middle 2. Oh, it's backwards. like that. And like that. So then we're going to set this as residual fuel. But I only want to use 100 oil residue a minute. That's 90. Nope, not 100 per 8. It needs to be 100. You know what? I can. Nope, 99.6 isn't going to cut it. .6. I guess that's going to be what we do. Okay, now. This has to get lined up just right. Number 6. Oh, it's not letting me select anything. Alright, now, what are we going to do with all this fuel? Yes, I can. I had to learn to run with the best of them with comebacks. Gotta be quick. Alright, now. Did I miss this game? Yeah. I mean, I love this game. The challenge there is, trying to remember what the heck I was doing. And what the goal was. Alright, so that'll have the plastic going. So then the rubber, because it's supposed to make rubber as well. And this is going to have it making 50 times 8. 400. So it's basically going to have us with 2 stacks a minute being made. Alright, 2 stacks a minute. Now, that's all just using this one pipe. Alright, so that's the pure, so that's a full pipe anyways. Now we have a normal here, so that'll be 300. We have an impure there, normal there. So that's another 900 oil to be able to bring over here. Okay. 900 oil. Well, I think we'll use 300 of it, or 600 of it for the rubber. That'll make more fuel. Which will basically mimic what we've got going on downstairs. I am pretty certain there's a better way to do this, but hey, we did figure out that we weren't making nearly enough plastic per minute. Oh, but apparently we are. Oh, that's because I changed up how we ran the plastic. That's how I fixed the stuff going onto this train. Okay. Because obviously that's full. Why was I making so much plastic? I don't remember. I remember it's something Tundra wanted. Alright, I think we got enough room. Alright, so if I set this up with 6? No. Because I gotta remember the refinery's different for the rubber. Alright, let's give us just a little space, but I still want to line up. Alright, we say we want that making rubber. That needs 30 crude oil per minute. That needs 30 crude oil, okay. So then we'll drop those in there and crank that all the way up. Alright, this will have us with 200 rubber per minute as well, which will have us with a whole lot of fuel per minute, because that's going to have us with yeah, that's going to have us with a lot of fuel. Hey, Solar, good to see you. Alright, so I'm going to run out of shards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ran out of space. Gotta throw out some more foundation. Then we'll interconnect all that together. We'll throw down 2 more fuel factories. But that also means I need more power shards, because I believe this one, you know, when I that feels like it's a step forward than it is. Those are all lined up. Alright, there we go. Alright, last got 3 shards. This, oh, wow, I actually had enough shards in my pocket to do all those? I did, okay. Oh, because I only did 7, that's why. So that needs... It's going to need a little bit more foundation going. Alright, now Done one more refinery. So this one's not going to be able to do as much because we need 2 more power shards. Yeah, tonight's a build night, I think. We're probably not going to see a whole lot of excitement or anything going on. It's basically a lot of math. And then making sure things are lined up. Alright. So we're basically doing our setup here before bringing the actual raw material up. Now, what I didn't calculate, this is going to be my mistake. I didn't calculate if this recipe makes the same amount of fuel. No, it just makes heavy oil residue. 50 per minute, 25 per minute. Oh. That's a lot more heavy oil residue. So that's, hold on. 8 times 25, 200. Okay. 8 times 50 is 400. That's 600. So we've got to build enough of these. Yeah, actually, if you can throw some of those power shards into the dimensional depot, that would be really appreciated.
I threw 15 in earlier. Do you need more?
Oh, I haven't grabbed those. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, so now throw that in there. So that's going to be using 150 heavy oil residue a minute. Same thing here. And then we need 2 more. Alright, this is going to be running pretty exact. Alright, so between the plastic and the rubber, we're producing 600 heavy oil residue a moment. And then these 4 refineries here, these will take that 600 a minute and turn it to 400 fuel a minute. 400 fuel a minute. That's more than what I'm making down there. And that's going to give 2 stacks of plastic a minute and 2 stacks of rubber a minute. I mean, that should be giving more than enough plastic and rubber per minute that we can use that for a number of different factories. But now what to do with the fuel? You know, I might solve this the easy way with the fuel. That's 400 fuel per minute. I might just slap down some fuel generators up here. That way it just burns off the fuel. And we get power out of it.
If you're at the location where the containerized fuel was being made, does that have the drone port off in the corner?
You got the drone port that the packaged fuel is going into.
Yeah, okay. Just make sure we don't take all of it so that doesn't get any.
No,
that's what's feeding the factories over here with fuel for the.
Oh no, you're misunderstanding. So that area, remember, there was a big concrete platform that was kind of hanging up in the sky.
Yep.
That's where I'm working.
Okay.
I'm not even touching the stuff that's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a separate build specifically for rubber and plastic to fill the trains.
Gotcha. Expanding on what's below.
Yes. And so now I've got an additional 400 fuel per minute being produced, so I have to decide on what I'm going to do with it.
Nice.
And I can't even think about turning on the factory until I know where the fuel's going to go.
Right.
And turning into the packaged fuel, we're already making so much packaged fuel, it's ridiculous. So my thought is that I need something else to do with this excess fuel that I'm making. So I'm thinking throw up some fuel generators, even though this is not where we're putting power at, but throw up some fuel generators and burn off the fuel, and in return we'll get a little extra power out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the prettiest solution, but it's a solution.
Prettiest for late game.
But from what Thunder was saying last time was that we were running low on rubber and plastic, so I'm making a stupid amount of rubber and plastic. Now, the other option that I could do, which is a strange option, but also would make sense, because we need more plastic than we do rubber. I do have the residual plastic recipe where I can run fuel and rubber into a refinery to make even more plastic.
It sounds like one way to get ridiculous amounts of plastic.
Yes.
Almost sounds like a what's the word? A deep recursive hole there.
Yeah. I mean, how much do I get? With recycled plastic. Holy crap. Alright, and then if I power shard this, what's it asking for? Alright, 75 fuel per minute. Alright, so 400 divided by 75 is 5.3, so not quite enough. So I need 6 refineries. Holy cow. 6 refineries completely maxed out. That needs 75 rubber per minute. We're making 50 per minute at these. $400. Alright, so 6 refineries, 5 completely overclocked, 1 underclocked, and I will make use of all the fuel and all the rubber that we're making. And we will be producing, let's see, this is making 50 per minute, so that's 400. Then we look at this. That's holy cow. All right, so that's going to be that's 750 plus another 200, so that's 900. I'll be producing, if I do it this way, then I'll be producing about 1,000 plastic a minute.
Wow.
But then Tundra won't be able to complain about plastic anymore. All right, we'll make this thing completely plastic. Oh, I need more power shards. Well, first let's remove this. Let's line this up. Because I'm going to have to belt this in a weird way. Thank God we got those really good belts. Okay, so we need to do this first. Okay, so what we're going to do, because we left ourselves a little bit of gap just so we could tell the difference between where the plastic and the rubber is being made. So we're going to line up here with the rubber, I think. At least we're going to try to. Jeez, how close do I have to get a line? I want to be able to line up.
If you need to get farther to your left with that to keep them lined up, put a few extra in line to kind of jump out bit by bit, and then remove the extras afterwards.
Yep, just... I moved.
Don't you love that? You have everything lined up, and then you move just that little twitch of your mouse.
Alright, you know what? Let's just do that.
You guys need 5 of you, so that's 25. We're making 27, so we're good. And then you guys.
Alright.
You make 5 from that.
Alright, that'll have that lined up. Now, refinery.
I need to have
1,
computers.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then number 6. I hear you, Dreadnought. Yeah, works hard all day, doing math all day, and then what I do, I come home and stream and play a game where I'm doing even more math. What can I say? Apparently I'm a glutton for punishment.
Are we going to want the adaptive control units in the storage?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's got set up like that. this side. Alright, now, mergers. Merger. Want that arrow going that way. Alright, now this gets a splitter. And we're going to change this to straight. Yep, that's how we want that to look. Perfect. Okay, so that'll have all the rubber going there. Now for the complicated piece. Worst part is I don't even know where I'm delivering this plastic to. So I'll get it being made, but then Tundra's going to have to do the, pull it from here to...
Yeah, he's doing those rings. Where is he, anyways?
He was exhausted today, so he wasn't able to join us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hey, I don't blame him. I was pretty exhausted myself. After working with the inspector and all that kind of stuff, dude, that stuff drains the crap out of you.
I imagine. Why am I not getting anything up here?
Because you didn't talk nicely to it?
Oh, that has possibilities.
Alright, Chad, I'm grabbing a smoke real quick.
goes there. Oh, okay. That's because I stole a bunch of it. That's why. Okay, everything's green.
See, yeah, the sad part is once I actually get this going, I don't actually have an endpoint port to go to.
Now you're down south where I'm working, right? At the turbo fuel?
No. No, I'm up at the refinery in the north.
Okay.
And that's where I'll have spare oil for you to be able to use. Because even after calculating it out, I've still got another 300 fuel a minute that can be produced. Or not fuel, another 300 crude oil per minute that can be produced, which will get you your smokeless powder, which is what you need for the Nobelisks.
Gotcha. And I believe I have done everything I can over here until we get the computers and heavy frames.
Heavy frames would be a really good one to...
I was looking into it over the week, and it doesn't look like it'd be overly hard, just a matter of finding a place that has all the pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a serious factory.
It's got all those.
I think that was what I was trying to build
Oh,
on my
yeah. The
one.
heavy modular frame factory is that's a massive building.
But it seems straightforward.
It is. It's just a bunch of lining stuff up.
Yep. I had it all laid out in the calculator, and then I had to go reboot the computer.
Yeah, see, for me, I have found that on occasion, that calculator steers me wrong.
Yep, I have seen that a couple of times too. It seems to do weird numbers.
Yeah, so I wind up going, okay, this gives me the base, but then I do my own math.
Yep. It'd be nice if it gave you numbers that didn't include half of a machine.
Oh, I don't mind having half a machine. Half a machine is easy for me to work with.
Yeah, but it's still annoying.
You know, I mean, even the build that I've done up here without the calculator, I'm going to be using a third of a machine. But Thunder will no longer be able to complain about plastic.
You say that now.
Well, I mean, if he complains about it, we'll have to... I've already used all my alternate recipes to get the biggest bang for the buck. Alright, now this gets mergers going that way. that way. How much can the Mark V belt handle? 720?
Something like that.
So, our maximum belt, our current maximum belt, won't even be able to handle it. It won't even be able to handle what I'm producing. I don't think it's going to run that far of a distance. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Won't make it. I can just only hope that I got that lined up. Okay, not quite lined up. That's okay. It's still inside the confines. Okay. Now we have an exit point for all the plastic. I hear you, Dreadnought. Alright, that will have us maxed out on the plastic that I can do off of here. And that's going to be using 1,200 oil per minute. So I need a home for that to go to, but we still have to get the rest of the oil over here, which I've got to bring from over there. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these 3 nodes here to create the equivalent of a pure node. And that way he's got this impure node, or this normal node here, to be able to use to do the smokeless powder. So, this node right here, why is it not pinging?
I'm looking at the calculator anyway, so. Okay, now I'm looking.
Okay, this node right here Come on, click,
Not you.
click. Let me get that node right there. It's the node that's directly north of you.
So
That normal crude oil that you got directly north of you.
I see 2 impures.
No.
Okay,
You got.
dang it.
You don't look at the ones that are black. If they're black, they've already been
Yep,
tapped.
yep, I got it. How do I ping?
You hold Alt and click on the map.
That one. Okay.
That's
And
the
then
that's the oil node for you to be able to use for smokeless powder.
okay.
It's more oil than you're going to need, so you can really just run that without even bothering to throw any shards in it. Whereas for me, the 3 nodes I'm going to go tap, I've got to shard all 3 of them to get them up to the equivalent of a single pure node. Otherwise, everything I just set up over here is not going to work. Because this is set up for 1,200 oil a minute.
If I fully shard 2 ore mines,
It depends on the purity.
they're pure.
If they're
That's
pure, then that'll be 600.
each, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh, also depends on the drill you're using. So, because when you're doing that, you got the Mark III miner available now. Granted, you need fuse frames and supercomputers and stuff for it, but then that's 240. You put a Mark III on there, and you max that thing out, and it comes out to a stupid amount.
So 6 would be a Mark 1, just a Mark 1, right?
Yeah, that the Mark One was what I was giving you because you got 60 as a default, and 60 is what your
60,
normal.
120, 240.
Right, but that's if you're putting it on a normal node. So, like
Right.
if
So
if
that'd
you
be a
take
480
right, and then you put 3
and Mark
shard,
2.
and you put
Yep.
well, no, I was talking about the Mark III. Mark III is 240 for a normal. So if you put that onto a pure node, then that's going to
That'd
be
be 480.
480. And then
Yep.
480 sharded all the way up is 1200.
Nice. Okay, so I can use this location then for heavy frames. I'm looking at the 2 pure iron nodes just east of where I've been working, where the automated wiring is
Okay.
to do heavy frames.
Hey, Stoney,
Because
what's going on?
I've got limestone right there, and I've got the coal over there.
How you doing tonight, Stoney? We are running out of slugs. Oh, I'm now at the point that I'm going. Okay, I'm ready to finish phase 4, so we can start, having machines making power shards without slugs. Because when we get to phase 5, we'll be able to make power shards without needing slugs. And I saw a purple slug over here. Or did I? Nope, I saw a summer sloop. Whoa. That was on the creepy side. I think that's a yellow slug over there. We'll go ahead and grab that. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Stoney. Alright. Where am I at in relation? Oh wow, they just are really far away. That's gonna be some serious pipeline to run. Alright, so I'm sitting right on top of this one, but I don't see it. Alright, there's that oil. Next oil is right there. Okay, so we can combine those two. That's easy. And then we got one more. Let's do this. Okay, now let's put a pipeline junction kind of like here-ish. Okay, that's got those two connected. Oh, that water's deeper than I thought it was. Southeast.
Is there a alternate recipe for Noblisk where I don't need Sam?
Noblisk, you don't need Sam for.
That's what the calculator says.
Then your calculator is insane. Noblisk is just smokeless powder and iron. right.
It's definitely crazy because it's saying I need reanimated Sam to make sulfur.
Oh, so that's if we actually get into when we get into the phase 5 stuff. Then yeah, we could do that. But your basic noblest recipe is, oh hell, you don't even need to bring the wow, that's actually even easier. Okay, so you need one assembler that's going to be making black powder, which is coal and sulfur. Okay.
Yep.
And then you need one assembler that's going to take your coal or take your black powder, mix it with steel pipe, and that makes you your Noblisk.
Yep, I'm looking at the recipe. I'm just wondering what the Sam is doing in here to make sulfur when you can get sulfur directly. It's apparently using an alternate recipe or something.
No, it's not using an alternate recipe. It's using uh, the highest level of the game, because there's a thing that we'll be able to make in the next stage that actually converts stuff from one substance to another.
Ah, gotcha.
Alright, now let's run this as far down as it'll let us. Of course, it wants to be difficult. Something like that. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then this will go right there. All right. Now I just have to run a single pipeline. And then afterwards, I've got to go find power shards. What was that noise?
That was my computer crashing.
Oh, that was you disconnecting from the game. Got it. Oh, they're going to make this hard on me. Alright, guess we'll just have to do a temporary run. Oh, apparently that gets really deep there. Alright. Well then, I guess we'll do this. Oh, nice swimming. Hey, Casper. Currently running a exceptionally long pipeline that I suspect is going to need a number of pumps on it. Thank goodness we actually have all this extra power available to us. Alright, we're getting closer. Yes, I'm going to bring it up here. Just because I need to be able to see where I'm going. This water keeps on getting awfully deep. Yes, I can't even see where I'm going. I'm not sure. Well, we've done a bunch of different things, so it's hard to say on that one. Alright, let's do this.
What integration is that?
Well, that was from a while back, so you know, with the hurricane and everything, my memory ain't that great on where we were at back then.
Yeah, there's all kinds of quick wire available at the what are the supercomputers?
Yes, I was gonna say, I think it got integrated.
I don't know what that factory of, I don't know if it's Stoney's or whatever, or someone else's factory that's right there next to mine. The all glassed in factory.
Oh yeah, we haven't touched that. All right. So, oh yeah, it's gonna need pumps. There's no question on that. It's got some high differentiations. And then because it has to get way up there, yeah, it's gonna need. Oh, go figure. All right. That's got that pipeline ran. Goodness. That is one really long pipeline. Because that's running these three right here all the way to over here. And I still gotta find more slugs. Yeah, like I said,
your factory that's all glassed in?
His is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, one of his is. He also had the aluminum factory going.
I'm not sure what that factory is. It's out by where Supercomputers is.
Yeah, that's over near the aluminum. All right, I'm going to grab a smoke chat. Oh, nice, Red Dot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That I think Tundra actually took advantage of that particular factory. I think it's actually running into a train and into the dimensional depot. All right, yeah. I'm gonna take a moment, grab a smoke chat. Because now I gotta work out the pipeline that's actually gonna go up to the rubber and the plastic. Because both those require 600. So I'm maxing out the pipeline. And if I remember correctly, even then, they still don't quite give what we expect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a little spot down below that's going to have ourselves a little bit of a backlog on the oil. If you know what I mean. And then run those up. This is where I could use Tunder's artistic capabilities. I'm not very artistic when it comes to this. Every once in a while I come up with something artistic like the pyramid, but that's a rare day that happens.
Kind of the same for me. I mostly bother with function and ideally clean and tidy.
Sometimes I don't even bother. Sometimes I don't even bother clean and tidy. I just go make it happen.
I generally avoid that. Actually, I generally spend far too much time trying to avoid that.
I try to picture myself having Captain Picard talking to me and saying, "Make it so."
Make it work. Don't worry about how.
These need to be set up back here. Oh, I might have to go shopping for some Nobelisks. I don't know. Do I have any left? Oh yeah, I still have some left. All right. Let's take care of some vegetation that is in my way.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Alright, now let me get out of the way so I don't blow myself up. There we go. How we gotten to the edge? Alright, we need to come just a little bit farther out. Alright, now I want two of these lined up side by side. Won't reach. That's going to go there. Where's the other one? Alright, then we're going to take it from the top tank and take that upstairs. Well, what I'm doing is I'm building a reserve because I'm running with really exact numbers. And so it'll work out better if I let the fuel pumps run, or let these oil pumps run, and fill up these tanks first, and then take it from the tanks up to the factory. Almost made it all the way up to the top. How about that? And I suspect we're going to need pumps. So let's go ahead and throw pumps on this. Alright, that's going to need power. Should be able to power those. I don't even know what you think you're pumping. There's nothing in the pipe. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, because I turned on that oil pump. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully that gives it enough lift to... Alright, well, we'll see. Actually, this is a great test. Okay. Well then, that tells me I'm going to throw a pump on this too. Even though I shouldn't have to. But alright, I should be pumping stuff up into that, which means that should start pumping up into the third one. In theory. I want to see. Okay, even though I'm telling it to pump, it's not pumping anything. Now that's full. We'll give it a little bit of time to fill up then. Yeah, that's doing 600 a minute. But that pump's not doing anything. Huh. Alright, let's give this a second to fill up. It's gonna take it a minute.
You got
That's
any
full.
suggestions?
Give me a second. That's full. That's getting fluid. So why is that not pumping into the top one? That one's getting nothing. It's got power. Is it pointing the right direction? Let's check some. Oh yeah, see that pipeline started filling up. Interesting. Oh, I'm still not getting anything. Oh, okay, now it starts pumping. I guess I had to time it when I put the pieces in. And what's sad is that Tier 2 pump is supposed to give it a 50-meter lift. So I actually shouldn't need that, but alright, that'll get the oil tanks full on that end. Okay, now for the arduous process. I'm going to trust that's working. You're asking about suggestions? What you need?
Yes. I'm not finding anywhere on the map, save for in the west where I've been working, where there's coal, iron, and sulfur near each other. You got any suggestions?
Drones. I mean, over in the west, you got coal and iron.
I got all kinds of coal and iron, and I'm looking at that sulfur. Okay.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. No, I would take advantage of that sulfur and everything over there in the west end. Because, like I said, you don't actually need the oil for making the obelisks.
There we go. That sulfur is what I'm looking at. And I'm doing everything else here. There's plenty of room, plenty of resources.
Yeah, I mean, you got plenty of everything over there. So I would say, yeah, that's a great spot to do that. Another spot that you could do it at would be here. Alt. Because you got 3 coal nodes right here. Really good coal nodes. Oh, geez. 3 pure coal nodes sitting there. Along with a impure sulfur node.
Yep.
Now, the iron would be a challenge to get up there, but really, you just need to get iron up there. And with the limited amount that you need for making steel and everything, I would almost recommend building up here and belting your sulfur and your coal in, and then using a drone, pick an iron node that's not close to anywhere that we're building at, and there's plenty of them all over the place. And just have that iron ore. And I hate to suggest this, but basically have a drone set up just to deliver iron ore into that area, so that then you can have that iron ore using whichever recipe it is you want to use in order to make your steel pipe.
The problem with that is that I need to have one end or the other of that drone system having somewhere where there's fuel.
Yeah. So then what I would wind up doing is I would build a second drone that its only job is to bring fuel. I've done this before in the past where I had a single drone that its entire job was to bring fuel, and I had one single drone fueling 10 other drones. Because I had 10 drone stations set up for a build that I did. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. It was not worth it. But if we're just looking at having a drone delivering fuel, then I would do your refuel station at the same place where the coal and the sulfur. Basically, have your factory set up there in between the coal and the sulfur.
Yep.
And then have your drones set up there. So you'll have one drone that's going to be. You'll have to set up a second drone for the fuel, but we got plenty of fuel.
Yep, and I already got that station set up. I made a point of having the home station for the drone over where my factory is, so that the fuel port over there can be used by any drone.
Right. So the downside is that the drone will only go A to B. You can't tell a drone to go
Right.
A to B to C.
Right.
So you'll have to put a second drone port over here.
Yep.
To take fuel.
Right. Well, I would have two drones here, one for getting fuel and one for getting the iron.
Mm-hmm.
The one getting fuel would go between here and the existing fuel drone port over where you are.
Yes. Well, you'll have to build a second drone port over here where I'm at for fuel.
No.
So.
No. If the, at least not the way I have understood things, because the current fuel drone, the home port is over here at the factory, not at the fuel port. So multiple drones can go to that fuel port. Both the one from the existing factory here in the west.
Oh yeah. You're not wrong.
And then
the challenge that you run into there, I see what you're doing, and that technically that should work.
That's why I made the home port at the factory instead of at the fuel port.
Yeah. I mean, technically that should work. I'd be interested in seeing that work because I haven't done that setup yet in any of the previous incarnations of the game.
One way to find out.
So yeah, I would be very interested in seeing how that works out. Yeah. Now, chat, we may not have a stream tomorrow night because I'm gonna be working with brand new player, the GURPS, helping her build her character, and then one of my very close friends. Even though we've never actually met in person, we have hung out with each other for almost a decade now. He's rejoined the tabletop game along with his girlfriend. I'm very excited for him. So I may wind up taking tomorrow night off from streaming so that I can help her build her character. Because not funny enough, Bitbiver, I mean you're still new to my world, still new to my tabletop game, but and I realize they're probably still watching the stream, but when he reached out to me the other night, it'd been almost a year since he and I talked. And I was chatting with him and whatnot, and they were talking about my campaign world and a few other things, just kind of doing catch up. And then all of a sudden I heard in the background his girlfriend go, "Wait, is that the guy?" And I'm just sitting going, "Oh God, what did I just get into?" And he's Ty's like, "Yes, this is the guy." And she immediately went, "I have to let you know, I'm a little obsessed with your elves." Because, he had explained to her how I had my elves set up and how, my elves, aren't really kind to humans. Oh, 13 likes. Nice. Dreadnought? No, I work in management. I managed to manage. At least I try to. All right, power. Let's. Oh, that was not the plan. I did not want to go in the water.
Your water issues are making me think of a video I saw just a couple days ago. With one of your funny pets type videos.
Yep.
Dog running across the beach, or the west side of the beach, a big wet area with big rocks in the middle of it. And the camera's looking at that, and the dog's looking at that. Okay, it's just a wet spot, no big deal. So the dog's running across that towards the camera. About halfway across the wet spot, the dog disappears with a splash. It apparently got quite deep.
That happens.
Dog was unthrilled.
The dog was not amused.
Nope. Came out of the pool. Came out of the wet spot whimpering.
See, and only people from our generation really get that one because, you know, it's one of my absolute favorite movies. It is my favorite quote from the movie. Are you not amused? Are you not entertained? And I don't even know if you know that movie.
I can't place it. I'm pretty sure I've heard the phrase, but I can't place it.
Oh, it is the one movie that made it where everyone who ever saw that movie just immediately despised and hated Joaquin Phoenix. The actor. He did such an awesome job with his character that you actually wound up hating the actor because of how well he played his character.
Ouch. That had to suck for him.
No, it actually gave him a pretty serious claim to fame, but you know, when you're playing alongside Russell Crowe, who was a big name in the industry at that time.
Be aware that I don't do names.
But the movie is Gladiator.
It rings a bell, but I can't remember anything of it. If I did see it.
Personally, I'm a little sad that I'm sad that they're actually attempting to make a sequel to it, because that movie ended with a pretty finite ending. Oh, I hear you, Dreadnought. It's one of the few modern day movies that I feel hit the mark. Really? What the hell is wrong with this pipeline?
It's maker. Oh crap. Just what gave me a heart attack. I'm running down the train track and a train came up behind me.
Alright, so chat, you know, it takes time to actually get these factories completely built and everything. I don't think we'll have this one finished tonight, but next Satisfactory session, we'll definitely have this thing finished. Right now, I'm trying to make sure we got the oil making it down the pipeline, which I feel like it isn't. I mean, that's not anywhere close to a 10-meter rise, but Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll slap a pump on this. We'll turn on. Come on. Alright, we'll see how far this gets the oil going. Alright, that's gonna drive me nuts sitting here staring at the slugs, so. Alright. With the way I've got this thing set up, it's going to take a little bit of time because that is a really, really, really long pipeline. That's the other reason I was saying we might not finish this up because I need time for this pipeline to fill up. And then I need time for that pipeline to fill up those storage containers before I'm actually willing to run the oil up to that top level. Good, that's full. Oh, that's something I can do. We could do this. Slap a valve on there. That way, the only thing filling that pipe is that one down there. Oh, that's the problem. Crap. Do you have any power shards left?
Yep.
Could I get a handful of them from you?
About what I have left. Yeah, what do you need?
I gotta finish overclocking these oil pumps. That actually explains why my pipes aren't getting filled up. Because
That's what I've got.
I didn't overclock the pumps the way that I was supposed to. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, don't say that too loud. Ruin my reputation.
All right. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. That'll start filling up now. Alright, one last one. So I don't have these overclocked. Then all the math and everything I did up top is not going to work. Alright, so that's got 150 per minute. Let's double check. 150 per minute. 150 per minute. So that's 300. and 300 per minute. Yeah, 600 per minute total between all of them. So, all of them combined together, as long as the pipes fill up. So really, that's what we're waiting on. We gotta wait for these pipe stacks to get filled up. That one's full. 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 That one's, it's working on being full. That one's full. That one's full. And you know what? I realize it's probably not necessary, but just because I have a power source right here, let's throw that on there just in case. We got a power source there, so let's put another one here. I don't think it's necessary, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, that looks good. Let's, just because I know in multiplayer, it's always been a little janky with the pipes, so. Oh, I'm actually kind of glad that I did that now. So that was full. Full. Close enough. Full. A little on the empty side, but it's got a good flow rate. Alright, that's going to take some time to fill those up. That one's completely full. That one's full. And that one's full. Alright, so that one's got all three full. That's got nothing. Okay. I guess that's a necessity. I see the pipe is full, but nothing's actually making it up into the... So it means I probably have to remove this for a moment. And then reinstall it. Well, that one's still not doing anything. Best movie I ever watched. Man, that's a loaded question. Honestly. Because, different people have different feelings towards, their entertainment. Oh, there it goes. Finally, it kicked in. Jeez.
The real question is, depends on what you judge the movie on.
Honestly, I think best movie I ever watched was probably something in the range of Scaramouche. Scaramouche is absolutely one of my favorites. It's an old Errol Flynn movie. Back when innuendo got thrown in, back when innuendo got thrown in like it was sprinkles on a birthday cake. But no, if I have to choose favorites, then I'm gonna go back to the what I like to refer to as the golden age of cinema, and I'm gonna go back to the era of the Rat Pack and Errol Flynn and those guys, because they weren't just actors, they were entertainers. They could do it all. They could sing, they could dance, they could act, they could play a variety of characters, and they could deliver dirty humor with dry lines that today, I mean, and it's sad because there's no swear words. They never cussed, and they didn't use any slang. But yet, in the modern society, these kids would lose their minds over some of the stuff that's said in those movies.
You're assuming they'd understand it.
I am assuming that. But there's so many commentaries and so many things that are said that are on the sly. So, Rooster Cogburn, absolutely one of my favorites. Rooster Cogburn, the whole teaching the boy how to swim, it's one of my favorites. And weirdly enough, that's how I learned how to swim. My grandmother picked me up, threw me in the pool, and said, he'll figure it out. Yeah, I love my John Wayne movies. I even love my old Clint Eastwood movies. I think one of my absolute favorite movies of all time is probably Paint Your Wagon, which is arguably the worst Clint Eastwood movie of all time. And the reason it's the worst Clint Eastwood movie of all time is the only movie where Clint Eastwood sings. And he is not a singer. It's him and Lee Marvin. Oh man. But yet they had so many jokes and things they threw in there. So many things that they throw in there that are always kind of the behind the curtain type commentary. The way that they phrase things. The way they made use of the English language, they made a masterful use of the English language back then. Whereas today, it has to be force-fed to you in your face. And I like those movies where, hey, you get to go. I mean, as a kid, I watched Robin Hood, the Errol Flynn movie, Robin Hood. I loved it as a kid. I thought it was great. And then I watched it as an adult. And I went, oh, this movie's dirty. There's an undertone on this movie that I'm going, oh my God. Can I let my kids watch this? And then at the time, I'm thinking to myself, hey, I watched it as a kid. I thought it was great. I thought Robin Hood was awesome. You get older and you learn what certain words and phrasings mean, and you go, oh my. So yeah. If you ask me, my favorite movie of all time, it's gonna come back from that era. All right, how are we looking? Yeah, I know. I sprained my ankle. Okay. Oh, okay. Top one's getting filled. Those are full. All right, well, we're going to have ourselves a solid reserve to be able to run into the factory. I hear you, Stoney. All right, so next stream, our next Satisfactory stream, we're going to finish this factory. We're going to have a stupid amount of plastic being made. We're going to have so much plastic being made that we're going to need the newest belt, or the new belt that you don't get until Tier 5, to even be able to handle the capacity of how much we're going to be making. Now, I just have to decide on how I'm going to run these two pipes, because one has to come in one side, one has to come in the other. So, a little bit of logistics there. But then once that's all figured out, then I am going to cover this all up with walls and all that good stuff. And this will become a hidden factory. And it's not going to be a floating platform. It'll be all squared off, and it'll look like an actual factory. I just gotta make sure I don't. Okay, good. Oh no, that could be a problem. I think your drone port's gonna need to move.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Not by much.
I think your pipes will have to move.
Oh, it's not my pipes. My walls are going to come right down on top of your drone factory.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, but we got enough extra belt line here that it'll be easy enough to move that drone factory over just a smidge. It's not like it needs to move a whole lot. It needs to move. It needs to move like 3 spaces down, and we got lots of empty space here to be able to move it to.
The problem is that moving it will screw up the drone and everything.
Oh, no. No, I'll just take a note of what the name of it is. And you got the port name as packaged fuel. And so then when I move it, I'll rename it as packaged fuel. And then, that keeps it all copacetic. So, yeah, all right. So, chat, we didn't manage to finish the factory, but got quite a bit done, and that's going to be a stupid amount of plastic coming down. I mean, it's like I said, the belts can't handle the amount of plastic we're going to be making up there, but it's making nothing but plastic. There's no rubber being made up there at all. Well, I mean, that's a lie. We're making rubber, but then we're taking the rubber and mixing it with fuel and turning it into plastic. And we're making a lot of plastic. If I really wanted to go nuts with it, now that I've seen how the math and everything on this works, I could make everything making rubber. Oh my God. Yeah, I could do that. And then have all that fuel being made. Oh, that's slightly terrifying. That means I could actually increase the plastic production up there by 2.5 times if I change the plastic factories over to making rubber. And then did the fuel and rubber to plastic. I'd be making just absolutely insane amounts of plastic. Oh, yeah, so you want a funny story there, Dreadnought. So, here in the Carolinas, there is a brewery that makes ginger ale called Blenheim. And they make 3 different grades. It's white cap, yellow cap, red cap. The red cap is the extra spicy ginger ale. No alcohol. Just, it carries a bit of a bite to it with the ginger. And yesterday, I got into a meeting, didn't realize my camera was on, and I grabbed my Blenheim and took myself a sip out of it. And it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the people I was meeting with were in Portland, so it meant it was morning for them. And all of a sudden, are you having a beer? So, no, I'm just ginger ale. And I had to hold the thing really close up to the camera so they go, see, ginger ale, not beer. No alcohol. But then that became the running joke for the rest of the day. Because it's in a glass bottle. So, but yeah, chat, I think with everything I've had going on today here at the house and everything, I think this might be a good place to call it for tonight. So, yes, Red Dog, they still put beer in bottles. Especially when you drink the fancy, expensive beer that I like to drink. Yeah, because I like to drink IPAs that have got, high octane. I don't drink those when I'm streaming. I drink those when I'm cooking. Because then I have my cheap beer to feed to the grill gods to get that little beer steam to go into the meat and everything. But then I have the good beer to sip and enjoy while I'm cooking. Okay, I don't go so bad as PBR, which, to be perfectly honest, PBR is not a horrible Pilsner, but it's still PBR. It's, yeah. My lowest grade that I go to is Yingling. And I like Yingling, first off, because it's a lager, and second off, because it is the oldest brewery in the United States. But yeah, chat, I think this is where we're going to wind up calling it tonight. So let me take a look here. Oh, 13 likes. Thank you so much, chat. Let's take a look and see who's on right now. I can't do the automatic redirect, but you know what? We haven't invaded my friend Knucklehead in a while, so how about we go raid Knucklehead? It'd be really awesome if all you guys would head over there and hit the link and let's go raid him because I know that'll make his day. So, but all right, chat, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you over at Knucklehead stream.